Hello, and welcome back to Fem Life. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. 2 lucky winners get to spend 1 hour on video chat with me. As I stood there, holding Elizabeth's pink dress, a mischievous smile crept across my face. It was a moment of innocent curiosity, a chance to try something new and unfamiliar. With a quick glance around the quiet house, I couldn't resist the temptation any longer. Closing my bedroom door softly, I stepped into the center of the room, feeling a surge of excitement. The dress swayed gently in my hands as I unfolded its delicate beauty. The satin fabric shimmered in the sunlight, as if inviting me to explore a world of secret desires. With caution, I removed my garments, discarding them eagerly. The reflection in the tall mirror on the wall caught my attention, momentarily casting doubt on my excitement. However, the allure was too powerful, and I dismissed any lingering hesitation. As I stepped into the dress, an unexpected surge of exhilaration washed over me. The fabric enveloped me like a tender caress, molding itself flawlessly to my figure. The dress clung to every contour, highlighting a shape that was unfamiliar yet undeniably captivating. As I spun around in front of the mirror, memories of Elizabeth's laughter danced in my mind. She had always been carefree and daring. This act felt like a tribute to her spirit. I couldn't help but wonder what she would think if she knew her brother was now venturing into this clandestine world. As I swayed and spun, my inhibitions dissolved. I was having a blast and decided to take it up a notch. I took a pair of Elizabeth's heels from her closet, their elegant style perfectly matching my pink dress. As I slipped them on, a wave of confidence washed over me. It felt like this rebellious act had awakened a part of me that yearned for self-expression and liberation. I found myself captivated by the enchanting charm of femininity as I approached Elizabeth's vanity and pulled open the top drawer. Inside, a collection of makeup and accessories awaited, each one offering the potential for a new look. Excitement bubbled within me as I delicately applied mascara to my lashes and brushed vibrant pink blush onto my cheeks. With precision, I defined my lips with a bold red shade, admiring the transformation into a sultry pout. The reflection in the mirror took on a mesmerizing quality that seemed to go beyond traditional gender norms. This was more than just experimenting with makeup, it was a journey of self-discovery and personal expression. I completed my look by putting on Elizabeth's pearl earrings, admiring how they shimmered against my skin. Looking at my reflection, I noticed a transformation, a blend of Jake and Elizabeth staring back at me. This new version of myself felt free from societal pressures and rules. Suddenly, a knock interrupted my thoughts, bringing me back to the present. Frantically, I rushed to tidy up and erase any evidence of my private escapade. The voice outside turned out to be Elizabeth's. I heard her voice calling out, "Jake, are you inside?" and my heart skipped a beat. Frantically, I struggled to take off the dress, fearing the consequences of being caught. Suddenly, the fabric ripped apart, making a loud noise that filled the room. As the weight of my impulsive choice settled in, I realized there was no going back. Elizabeth's voice echoed closer, her footsteps approaching my bedroom door. Time seemed to crawl as my mind raced to find a way out of this predicament. With a surge of urgency, I frantically rummaged through Elizabeth's wardrobe in search of a substitute dress. My heart thumped in my chest as I stumbled upon a pink dress that was somewhat similar, albeit with a slight variation in style. It would have to suffice, at least for the time being. In a rush, I quickly pulled the new dress over my head, hardly paying attention to the small variations in its fit and design. I hurriedly stashed the torn remains of Elizabeth's dress in a drawer, making sure they were out of sight from anyone who might snoop around. Just as I regained my composure, the door slowly opened, and there stood Elizabeth, looking at me with wide eyes. She was taken aback by the chaotic state of the room and the guilty look on my face. My throat felt parched as I grappled to choose the appropriate words. Should I come clean? Should I deceive? However, before I could articulate a clear response, Elizabeth's gaze landed on the alternate dress that thinly veiled my hidden truth. A range of feelings danced on her face, surprise, intrigue, and another emotion that eluded my understanding. She entered the room, shutting the door behind her, isolating us from the outside world and immersing us in a cocoon of confidentiality. Her eyes stayed fixed on me, scrutinizing every aspect as if attempting to unravel the mystery before her. I stepped back, feeling my heart race in my chest, uncertain of how she would respond. Would she be upset? Disgusted? Or would she accept this new side of me? Jake. Elizabeth's voice quivered with a range of emotions. Is this something you've been hiding from me? I nodded, unable to speak at that moment. The truth lingered in the air between us, like a delicate thread on the verge of breaking. She let out a sigh, her eyes showing a mix of compassion and comprehension. You didn't need to keep this from me, she said gently. I've always known you were unique, Jake. We all have our secrets, and this is nothing to be ashamed of. I felt a wave of relief, mixed with a hint of lingering worry. I had been afraid of being rejected or judged, but Elizabeth's acceptance brought me comfort. It was like a heavy load had been lifted off my shoulders, a burden I hadn't even realized I was carrying. Elizabeth moved closer, her hand reaching out to touch the soft fabric of the new dress. Her fingers lightly brushed against my arm, sending a pleasant shiver down my spine. You look absolutely stunning, she whispered, her voice barely audible. A feeling of warmth enveloped me as her words sank in, a spark of something beyond sibling affection stirring deep within me. The boundaries between brother and sister, friendship and longing, began to blur. It was a moment of profound connection, an unspoken bond that surpassed societal norms. At that moment, I understood that my hidden desires went beyond mere self-expression, reaching into the realm of discovery with Elizabeth. Caught between the comfort of our sibling bond and the alluring prospect of something more, I found myself at a crossroads, uncertain of what to do next. Yet, in Elizabeth's gaze, I saw a glimmer of excitement, a wordless invitation to embrace this unexplored path. As she leaned in closer, her lips gently grazed my ear, causing a delightful shiver to run down my spine. Jake, she murmured, her voice filled with longing. There's no reason to restrain ourselves any longer. Let's embark on this journey of unearthing our deepest desires together. Her words ignited a thrilling blend of anticipation and nervousness within me. It felt as though a secret vault had been unlocked, exposing a realm of forbidden delights just waiting to be discovered. With quivering hands, I extended my fingertips to caress the soft contours of Elizabeth's face, relishing the sensation of her velvety skin beneath my touch. We shared a hesitant kiss, unsure at first, but soon it turned into a fiery embrace. The burden of secrecy vanished as our bodies intertwined in a captivating dance of longing. Our bond went beyond the physical, it was a merging of hearts and shared vulnerabilities. For hours, we immersed ourselves in each other's embrace, delving into the depths of our concealed passions without hesitation or criticism. Time ceased to matter as ecstasy engulfed us, eradicating any uncertainties or restraints that lingered in our thoughts. In this hidden realm we stumbled upon, lines faded and positions changed. Gender flowed freely, personalities intertwined and evolved, and we never mentioned it again. We vowed to safeguard our special secret for eternity.